It's the most bizarre place to be with YouTube. You know, most days they take my subs off. I noticed that Amy isn't subbed to my channel, and I know that she was. And I know that she wouldn't break her trust of taking it off. So they've taken that off. They're not noticing what they're doing. Basically, this channel was growing and they have killed that off. I get a few subs, they take them off. I get a few subs, I take them off. Surely this is affecting your rights by a company being able to do these things. And then at the same time, I get a community guideline warning for this content on mould, the sun and space. They're not worried about space, they're not worried about sun. But they took the video off because the person was talking about lawsuits, if people knew. And then I've got to do this. So this is homework for you. So in the video, a creator recommended that people diagnosed with cancer avoid what he describes as toxic chemotherapy chemicals and radiation therapy recommended by medical professionals, and instead follow a regime of sweat therapy and exercise. I do not think that that is what the person said in the video at all. Is this a violation? Well, obviously, I am not going to the doctor the same way as I would before. I'm not going to be putting lots of things in my body. I don't trust them anymore. They don't seem to be curing us, I don't think. They just, I don't know. I just don't. You know, in the olden days, we had salt seas and we had more, you know, natural or holistic or other things, and they probably worked much better than what's happening to us today. And it seems that we're not allowed to make a comment, or it's just a little video. That person makes videos all the time. And we're not allowed to just say anything because here. So what do I put here, guys? Because if I put no, it isn't, then I won't have passed the oh dear, what's that? If I put yes, it is, then I'm going against what I believe. And if I put no, I'm going against, because obviously they're asking me, well, they want me to put yes. Yes, it is a violation. Then they won't take the so content that recommends the use of specific method for I don't remember him saying any of those things in there. He was talking about eating vegetables and mould. So I don't know why this has been attached to the video that I put out that he said. Following, for example, we don't allow content that contains the following misinformation or makes these claims. But is it misinformation? You know, a lot of us don't trust the doctors anymore, or trust what's happening to us. We can see it for ourselves. So what? That breaks the law because I have a slightly different opinion about what I believe. I mean, right now, they are dehydrating Monique's mum for death. So, you know, is that right? Is that really the kind of world we want, that we mean absolutely nothing when it comes to it? Content that claims that approved treatments for cancer are never effective, or that alternative treatments are safer or more effective than approved treatments. Contents that promises alternative treatments for cancer as guaranteed cure. But the thing is, what they're offering chemotherapy, is that really a cure? Because that is full of mustard gas. Is that very good for us? You know, lots of people are going for alternative methods these days. You may allow content that includes medical misinformation if the content has educational, documentary, scientific or artistic content. We may also make exceptions if the purpose of the content is to condemn, dispute or satirise misinformation that violates our policy. We may also make exceptions for content discussing the results of specific medical study, sharing personal testimony or showing an open public forum like a protest or public hearing, provided the content does not aim to promote misinformation that violates our policies. Cool. Well, how are you going to do that then? Because you've got this policy which you're not going to change from. You see, why are YouTube making the policies? It shouldn't be up to this platform to be making the policies like that. These exceptions aren't a pass to promote medical misinformation. But if I put No, I like it. Is this a violation? This is all to do with training. So they want me to say that it is a violation of their policy. Yeah. To be honest, I can't fill it in because I don't think I've made a violation for someone just explaining that mould. Just explaining a bit about mould. But you're not going to see the video now. You have to go to TikTok, I think, and probably see him. Absolutely crazy. We're warning you. What? Well, anyway, whether YouTube likes it or not, people are still going to use alternative methods. And, you know, another good one was the Rife machine. That was an excellent one. But they don't want to use that either because that cures people without pharmaceutical. I'm going to have to leave it. What I'm going to have to do is this. So yet again, my channel gets a warning over nothing. But they can't wait to do this to me, so I'm going to have to dismiss it. Yeah, I've dismissed it. See what happens when I turn the page. Let's see what happens. Let's turn the page. We'll be there. Maybe the warning stays. Again. But why should I have to do that? I've had no problems putting it out on the BitChute and Rumble. These places do not have this problem. Well, the warning still stays there, so let's have a look what it says on here. None of us like to see those things on them to take this channel because Mickey's on here. But, you know, maybe it's a year or two ago now, but Mickey's on there. It won't turn. Hang on a second. So they're saying this video violated their guidelines. You received a warning. Take action. You can appeal if you think we got it wrong. Well, I do, but what's the point of appealing? They never, ever, ever take any notice of what I say. So what's the point? If you violate the policy within 90 days of completing the policy training, you'll get a strike. You won't be able to do things like upload and so forth. That's if you get the strike. So take action. So I'm going to leave it there for a bit because I don't really know what to do. How can I do? Yeah, over a silly little video talking about mould, which they've got it down as something completely different. But anyway, I'll just have to leave it. Maybe what it means is, because when I use these videos, none of them really come from YouTube. I'm not learning anything here. I'm just putting videos out. I have a family here and I like doing that for them. But really, a lot more people are watching me on BitChute. BitChute! 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 Not YouTube. Not YouTube. So maybe that's the place I go, is I go to BitChute. Because I'm sick to death of YouTube. They have hounded me. They have done things to my channel. They take off the views. They take off the subscribers. And they think that I'm the dirty dog. They're the dirty dog. And so what's the point of being here? What am I doing on YouTube? I think millions of us have said that. And many have moved away. And do you know what? For a long time on my Virgin channel, my Virgin pack, I saw a channel for YouTube for the television. But I can't find that anymore. So maybe their subscription has gone down so much, you can't find them on the television anymore. Does anybody find them on the television? Let me know in the comments if you can see YouTube on the television. But I can't on Virgin. Anyway, well, what to say? I'm going over to BitChute more. Much easier channel to deal with.